Getting paid to watch TV is a dream for many, but for the people working at New Zealand website The Spinoff, it's a reality. We caught up with Alex Casey, who runs us through reviewing TV for a living.
I'm pretty lucky to be able to just watch a whole lot of TV and pretty much write whatever I want about it. It doesn't always have to be complimentary, but you know, I don't think I'm ever mean about TV because it's all just a bit silly, isn't it? I went to university and I did a film and television degree, just kind of the theoretical side, and did a lot of writing there, and I did some writing for like the student magazine and all that kind of stuff, and then I started writing for Flicks, the movie website, and I think Duncan, who created the Spinoff, just kind of read my blog and got in touch with me over Twitter and said, do you want to meet up? I think I've got a job for you.
There's a great show called Unreal, which has just started, if you want to talk about actual good TV for like 1 second.
Oh yeah.
I spend a lot of time catching up on TV. It's the weirdest thing is when you start writing about TV, you actually stop watching as much because you spend so much time writing. And then if you sit down to like relax after a hard day at work, that's actually when your work starts because you're like, oh God, there's more TV. I've got to write about it. It's a lot of time screen grabbing, like probably too much time just taking stupid photos of TV shows and writing captions on them. Reality TV isn't such a bad thing because you actually do get, if you look at things like X Factor and maybe not so much The Bachelor, but those kind of talent shows, they do show a great spread of New Zealanders from all across the country of different ages and ethnicities, genders and stuff. And I like that they're watched by everyone as well. So if you get the broadest range of people reaching the broadest audience, that's got to be doing something, I think, for our culture. I got to talk to Charlotte from Geordie Shore, which was crazy. She was so hungover. She turned up I think they were about an hour and a half late. And I got to interview her about it's real interesting talking to someone who's like proper reality famous and is almost really business savvy about it. So she's like, yeah, I'm going to be on TV until I'm 80 if they'll have me. And she's got all this stuff. She's got a book, a clothing line, all that kind of stuff. If you watch things like The Bachelor in America, you know how good they are at using that format and manipulating it. But if you get it in New Zealand, we're all so new at everything. I mean, we're so new at just being on TV by comparison, you know, that you really get to see, I think, bits of a weird culture that come out. Like in The Bachelor US, there'll be pashing and all that kind of stuff within 3 minutes. In our one, it's like the big build up to like episode 5 or something where there's even just a like gentle hand hovering over a leg, and it's like the big teaser, you know? And I feel like it just reveals a lot about our kind of bizarre, kind of meek culture. Yeah, I think just start your own blog, tweet a lot, tweet about shows. That's a really good way of figuring out what people like to hear, and it's often just the weirdest thing possible. Like if it's just someone in the background who's doing something funny, like that's a big staple of what I do, I think. Find what works for you and figure out how you like writing about it, and I just think just writing is the most important thing. Just practice, and just see. I think also on the internet you never know who's watching, which could be quite an ominous, creepy thing to say, but you know, that's kind of how I got my job. So yeah, I just say, just go for it.